Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we are starting Superman and Lois. Gonna be honest, I'm not really sure what this is about. I kind of looked at a trailer, but I know for some reason he has two kids instead of he was having one. Yeah, they hadn't had their first kid yet, I don't believe, before Crisis, and then something happened to where they had two apparently, and from what we're picking up. I don't know if Crisis changed things to where they, from the point right after Crisis, that they were already older, or if for some reason we're now, like when we come to the show of Superman and Lois, we're set in, more in the future than we were before. It'll be interesting to see which angle they go. I mean, but apart from that, I don't know like what the point or like what the driving force of this show will be. I mean, I've really enjoyed Tyler Hoechlin as Superman and Clark. Actually, I think he does a really good Clark. I know that Supergirl's they recasted her in this show. Well, part also, that Melissa is after that Supergirl's ending after this season of Supergirl. And Melissa's not going to be portraying. What's the word? Not portraying. She's not coming back as Supergirl basically in this show. So whenever Supergirl does show up, it's going to be a completely different actress. I know that much, which is weird because Crisis didn't change that. So I'm interested to see how they're going to rewrite that bit. Unless this is supposed to be like on a different Earth, which I don't think that's the. Anyway, again, don't know what this is about.
And I thought I'd live there forever.
Yeah. It's a lot younger than
But my father's death
some iterations.
set me on a different path.
What? Huh! Well, that's surprising.
Here you go, friend.
Thanks. Cool costume.
Thanks. My mom made it for me.
Actually, there was my first grade teacher, Lois Hannigan, so I guess technically... Oh, technically you'd be the second.
We fell in love. I told Lois who I really was.
However, oxygen up there for her. Very hard to come by. Oh!
A year ago, he was diagnosed with social anxiety disorder.
Dude, this is crazy. I mean, I just heard recently they're apparently partnered with HBO, so that's budget increase. Oh, don't die. Oh, what a shot! That's a cool X-ray effect. It's gonna be hard in here because a lot of it's gonna be lead. Well, I guess that make it easy because he can see through things. Whenever he'll be able to see through something. He'll know, hey, that's not covered. I mean, you could, yeah. All right. Man, that's work because I mean you gotta balance that too. That was such a beautiful opening!
Been putting in a lot of OT lately. My daughter okay with that?
She's not the one I have to worry about.
Worry? That's awesome. You should have seen their faces. Dad.
This is Lila.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Hi, Eliza.
Hi.
Hey, congrats.
Thanks, Dad.
Proud of you.
Thanks. Okay, thanks.
Okay, I'm out of here.
All right.
Such a dad. What? Dude.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was the team manager of the football?
Everyone duct taped due to a tractor. Yeah, life's a little different in Smallville than it is Metropolis.
All right.
Well, you know, if
True teenager.
you need anything.
Life's a little different in Smallville. Remember?
No, come
You
on.
okay?
I just need to lie down, that's all.
Get some sleep, Mom.
Dr. Fry.
The stroke. It.
Not even get attached to this mom, this Clark's mom, but to Martha. Oh, that still sucks.
Okay. Phone. Oh, no, not you.
Hey, hey, my boy Jordan.
You.
I mean, it's a little rude still, but
There's a bonfire tomorrow.
good wingman.
The old Schuster mine?
Got it.
Oh! Nobody tried to catch him. Oh shoot! That's gonna give something up. He's not gonna be bad. He's gonna be all right, and that's gonna look weird.
It's Kryptonian. You are not a hero, Kal-El. Whoever did this knows who I am.
He's studying you, Clark.
I get it. There is a powerful something out there that doesn't like Superman or nuclear power plants, and that is a bad combo.
Is it Nuclear Man?
John?
Oh no! It's tractor. New old model. You guys aren't farm boys. You don't know what a tractor looks like. Oh, of course it pulses too.
What is that thing?
Don't touch.
What are you doing? Do not touch that. Oh my god. Did you see that?
Nope.
You're saying you're Superman? No, I've seen Superman before. We've seen him.
Sorry. Superman. Okay, that wasn't the reveal. Okay, I was gonna say it'd be so slightly funny in this really serious and kind of emotional moment. Guys, make sure there's nobody around.
You made me think I was crazy. They put me on bills.
Your mental health has nothing to do with who your
How
father
do
is.
you know that? I'm half human, half whatever the hell he is.
Do not yell at your mother, okay? This is not her fault.
We thought your athletic talents could be latent abilities starting to emerge, and then yesterday...
Or is
The
it
only
the
way
reverse?
that both of you survived that accident is for at least one of you to be like me.
You wouldn't have it any other way, would you, Dad?
I found your message. I know you're here.
And I know you can't see me. Light encasements. You can't see through lead. It's one of your few weaknesses.
That's why you're choosing nuclear facilities. You could watch me without me knowing.
Where I come from, let's just say the two of us have history.
And where is that exactly?
Nowhere now. My world was destroyed. But somehow I managed to survive. I eventually arrived here where I learned you were here too.
Oh!
Not as fast as I thought.
What are you doing?
What? Hey!
Sean!
It's my girlfriend!
Sean, what the hell is your
What the hell are
problem?
you doing with this
It
guy?
doesn't even matter. Relax, relax.
Girlfriend?
I would have gotten around to it, but you started kissing
What?
me first.
Hey,
Anyway,
hey, man,
Sean,
I
calm
didn't
down.
know.
It's a deal.
Back off! John?
Oh Jesus, John! No way! Make things worse.
Hey! Get off me! What's wrong with you?
Oh God.
Convince yourself you were one of them? But you're not! You're still that scared, lost child, desperate for the love of people that will never accept you.
Oh no. Oh god.
Dust to dust. Superman.
Clark.
Come on. Wake up, bud. Push through it.
Come home.
Come on, bud. Sorry.
Dad. Jonathan.
The other one's pretty shook up. It's twice in 2 days, kid. Luckiest family I know.
Kyle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Look, I know it would be a huge, huge change.
Yeah, it would. But I think she was right.
Really?
Oh, they're cute together. Yeah, their chemistry works.
You were right. I haven't always been there for you. But I promise you, from now on, I will be.
Oh man, this show's getting me already. First episode.
Did anyone say what caused the explosion?
My dad said it was probably just a methane pocket.
She see?
Look, I should have never kissed you last night. Wow. That is awkward. Good luck.
It's not your fault.
Hey, boys.
How do you feel about staying?
What would you guys think about staying here a little longer than
Ooh,
any
you
of us
made the football
planned?
team. Make freshman here.
Couple days or something?
More like permanently?
I mean, I have school.
Dad could fly you there.
Seriously.
Those fields aren't gonna plow themselves.
Okay, but Dad, we have questions. We just found out our dad's Superman. I mean, like thousands and thousands of questions.
Oh man. Oh my god, I'm so excited for the show.
We need to improve tactile function and speed if I'm gonna end this.
We also need kryptonite. That was the last of your supply.
Then we'll have to go get some.
I'll start the upgrade to your armor right away. Captain Luthor.
I was wondering if it was Lex. But there were so many other possibilities. Captain Luthor. I'm already loving the show. God dang. Oof. What a finale premiere. Sorry. Series premiere too. I mean, they have to come out swinging. I mean, one, it's Superman. They're finally getting a Superman show. Right? Year. How long has it been? Like a little over a decade since Smallville ended. And oh my god, I haven't actually had like a Superman show ever. Well, in a while. Anyway, I don't remember whenever the first Superman Lois show came out. Because Smallville wasn't really Superman, it was leading up to Superman, and the series finale at the very end of the episode, spoilers, he becomes Superman. But it's more like it's like a jump to years later, you know. And also, again, they just recently heard about the whole HBO thing that they're partnered with them, so the budget is jacked up, and man, does it look good! Like the effects look fantastic. I love the way it's shot and edited. Like not the effects, just like the I can't think of the word. The quality of the my hair is a mess of the God dang it, I don't know. I'm blanking on it. The production value I think is what I'm trying to say. And first episode, and there's emotions, man. God dang it. And we hardly met this Martha, and I was still like getting choked up whenever it was revealed that she had died moments ago. And moments into the show, like a couple minutes, not a couple, a little bit more, but like, oh man, it's what the Martha character has attached to it, like she was a loving mother, like those the parents of Superman are just known to be loving, caring parents. They raised someone with these abilities, someone who could have turned out to be a terrible, lording person, into this hero, this protector. And, like, he has no thoughts. Well, I wouldn't say no thoughts, because the red kryptonite kind of sort of brings that. It more like blocks the inhibitions. He doesn't want to say like destroy the world or anything. He just doesn't care. He doesn't care about holding back. But you know what I mean. Like, he's just they raised him to being this protector, like I said a second ago, and just knowing that I wasn't sure she was gonna be dead. I thought she was gonna be dying. I guess I just expected him to have a few less moments with her at least. But no, she was already gone by the time he got there. Oh man. Oh, that was heartbreaking. Tyler Hackman just did such a good job. The emotion, this whole any emotion, like anything where he was, just kind of broken down a bit, like realizing his mom was gone. That pause before even entering, like as soon as he enters the house and like sees her door ajar, he kind of freezes. It takes a moment to push through that to go into her room because he knows. I mean, you just have that feeling, and it's just you don't want to go in. You don't want to. I mean, it's in your mind, in your heart, but you don't want to confirm it, And it's man, like there's like a thick wall that you're pushing through for those moments just to get through. And in the scene where Jordan says you might have been sent here to be a hero, but you weren't sent here to be a father. Like, oh my god! Like, even before seeing his state after that, you could feel just the punch of it. The kids, the actors playing the kids are fantastic too. Like, you could feel the pain and the anxiety. Well, that was weird. I couldn't say it. Like, someone could portray that over the top, or just make it seem not silly, but I don't know. Someone if you're someone that doesn't know, haven't experienced anxiety, or know someone, or just you just don't know, like, the issues, I guess, when dealing with that kind of anxiety. It can be difficult to do without stepping on some toes, perhaps, or just again overdoing it. But I feel like he did a great job, and it's going to be compounded with the fact that he's feeling like, when he finds out what's going on with him, I think he might have been suspecting something, maybe not to that extent, but I feel like he'd been suspecting maybe something, or maybe that had to do. I think that, like, he feels inside that part of him isn't of Earth, and that's probably what has compounded on his social anxiety, is that feeling. And oh god dang, because people sometimes that is already how some people feel, like they don't feel in place, So some people, like, people have anxiety in different ways. Oh god, that scene though, like the way that the actor for Jordan, that was a gut punch. God. And just don't even get that opening. Oh, this is gonna be a great show. I'm gonna really miss Supergirl. And I mean, I love Melissa Benoist, but I feel like this is definitely gonna be a great show to kind of like, not fill the gap really, but like it'll help soften the blow. I feel like for sure. Because man, that opening alone was just beautiful. Like I mean, usually they do the whole narration thing. They do that. In the Arrowverse, they've done that their whole introduction to the show, and you know, sometimes more often than not, that's like kind of their opening throughout the rest of the series. But I don't know, this felt so different. I mean, I don't think this is gonna be the opening the whole time, because that was more like just going through his life from the beginning of landing on Earth to the present moment, and kind of filling us in on, you know, for those that, I mean, I'm pretty sure most people know the general origin of Superman, but like I guess like maybe the certain more what's the word, specific nuances of this Superman, and then even the changes that would have taken place due to Crisis, which that had some weight in on this show, which might be like a focal point also, which is very interesting. But yeah, I'm going all off, right? This is sorry, but yeah, the emotional, back to the emotional part, the emotional beats itself. I think I went to oh my god, I forgot, I completely didn't finish that. The emotional beats are fantastic. You know, we can get back to that later. I'll go back to where I was again, jump to. I'm so sorry. I'm like jumping everywhere. Again, like just the way the intro was, and the music, the build up throughout it as well. Like it was soft in certain points in the way it crescendoed up. Crescendos. I don't know why I'm saying crescendo, but you know, the way it built up and at the part where when it was showing him going into the power plant, and you know, seeing the crack in the plant, going out, freezing part of the lake, sea, ocean. I don't remember where they were. I think it was the ocean. Yeah, he went deep and he amassed a large glacier and took that into the plant. Now, one, you know, that does obviously take an immense amount of strength just to hold it up, but like he's balancing that because that was not formed evenly. That was impressive, and just clever. But yeah, just the fact that was the opening, and just showing like the beautiful moments too, like, you know, obviously him meeting Lois and showing more so how well Tyler Hoechlin portrays the Clark Kent persona, like his nervousness and his kind of his goofy quirkiness, nerdiness, you know, and he just does such a great job. And I wasn't sure, you know, 100% sold on them together throughout the Arrowverse, you know, when they were there to show up, because we didn't really get them a whole lot. I mean, they're not usually the focus. They're there to add, you know, to add something to whenever they show up. Not that I, you know, dislike them together. I didn't, you know, dislike the actress portraying Lois. But, like, we just didn't get a whole lot of her. And really their relationship. But this, like, just like the first few, you know, them meeting, I was kind of already sold that. And then just her support of him. You know, she's great. I like their chemistry together for sure. I probably jumped. No, I think I'm pretty much done with the whole intro thing. And it was so cool that they showed like they oddly enough they showed like the Kingdom Come suit, but it was also the thing with that. It was also his first suit in like the old, like it was like the older iteration, you know, like just after Black and White animation, you know. So that was kind of cool, like the really old Superman cartoon where he actually has like the black in the Superman symbol. I was really cool just seeing a moment of that. It was like, thanks, my mom made it, and just flies off. Oh, it was kind of semi-campy, but I loved it. You know, it was just it was good. Just also just showing his dorkiness and his what's the word? His so basically like his charisma, his the way he is with people. You know, he's just so grounded, and it's considering this is a person with immense abilities, like ridiculous, overpowering abilities at times. It's cool to see that he's still a down to earth kind of person because of his parents, you know, who raised him, and which it's really sad to see that you know, like if for those that watch Smallville, Jonathan Kent, they were the best, like some of the best TV parents portrayed, at least at the very least in superhero or in comic book based show. Like Jonathan Kent in that show was one of my favorites, and it was really sad to see him die as well. And it was pretty much the same way. And I know that you know that's kind of a thing that Jonathan tends to die because due to heart attacks and some iterations that I know it was in the comics. It was definitely he was definitely a lot younger. Clark was definitely a lot younger in this one when he passed. That sucked. I was expecting him, you know, to have his dad a little bit longer, but I mean, still, they raised him to be, you know, so down to earth, even with these abilities he has. Obviously, of course, he did have his moments. I mean, in Smallville, if those that watched it, in Smallville, you see he has his teenager moments still, where he acts up, and then Red Kryptonite, that gets in the mix while he's a teenager. Whew, even worse. This was a phenomenal premiere, and the opening again, absolutely stellar. It was crazy. I wasn't expecting. Like I was optimistic about the show. I didn't think it was gonna be terrible or anything. I just didn't think it was gonna be this strong of just this strong of an opening. Like I'm pretty confident how this is going to go, how the well is going to do now. I could be wrong, or maybe it'll flop at a point. But I mean, thus far in the very first episode, I'm hooked. I am excited to get more into the show. I'm glad also that they didn't wind up selling the farm, and I'm glad we're gonna be in Smallville again. Because it's such a nostalgic feeling being on the farm. I don't know if it's the same exact set. The farm definitely looks familiar. It looks pretty close. There's some I think changes. I have to go back and look because I don't quite remember what it looked like in this show because right now the images of just the farm in Smallville are in my head. So I don't know if they've changed, how much they've changed in that. I was kind of getting emotional, like, oh, but you can't sell the Kent farm, man. It's the Kent farm. This is ours. Come on. But yeah, we're gonna be staying. And Morgan Edge. You know, we haven't heard from him since season 1 of Supergirl. Granted, that's probably completely different now because of, you know, Crisis. And I don't know how much Crisis has changed or how much this is tied to it. Because there's a lot changed. Again, there's the whole Kara thing. She's going to be a different actress entirely. So I don't know. I mean, they mentioned they basically mentioned the Crisis, so I'm assuming this is supposed to be within the same, you know, Earth Prime. So, and going more into that, I was trying to. It's interesting that this is kind of the one that they go into, you know, well, they didn't necessarily state that there was existence of other Earths, but sorry, the others kind of affect, like the Crisis affecting them even more, because I mean, all of it was affected due to the Crisis because they're all on one Earth now, but somebody wasn't necessarily carried over to our Earth that remembers, I guess, and we already have a Lex, you know, we have John Cryer's Lex that's on this Earth, but now we have another Lex who appears to be black, and he sounded like familiar, like a black actor I've I've heard at certain points, and at certain points, he didn't sound like the actor. He was, I don't remember his name, but if anybody's watched White Collar, he was one of the he was one of the FBI agents that was working with Peter, that worked closely with him. So it kind of sounded like him at first. I don't think that's the actor. I don't want to look it up. They hit his face for a reason. So I'm wondering what that's with that. So at certain points, I wasn't sure whether it was Pete. I don't know, for a split second I was like, is it Pete? And from a different Earth? Why would he? So maybe something happened. Maybe Superman didn't save, or something happened that he was embittered to Superman, or I don't know. This one specifically, but I mean, granted, this is the only one that maybe he knows there is, considering it's. I don't know if this Lex will know about the existence of the other Earths, new Earths anyway. Like, what did I put down? I actually put Lex as a possibility. I put it could have been another Clark, one of the sons, from like a future point in the, like, where the Earth that he came from was further ahead, or the son was raised or was born in an earlier time. I did put Lex, and then I put Pete. So it's Clark, one of the sons, Lex, then Pete is what I put. Because Lex, he studied Superman. I don't know if he knew. Nah, he knew it was Clark, right? And at least John Cryers did. Didn't he? I believe he did. I feel like he did. No, I don't remember. Because Lex doesn't always know, like the different iterations of Lex didn't always know that Clark and Superman were the same. Like, at least in the Superman animated series he didn't. And some of the comics, to a certain point at least, he didn't. I guess it would depend on how far into that comic series, whichever iteration. But this one knows he's Kal-El. Does he know that Kal-El and Clark are the same? No, did he mention the kids? Oh, I'm an idiot, of course. The two of us. Well, I mean, that could be anybody. The two of us have history. It wouldn't have made sense if Clark was the same, if it was a different Clark. Why was he fascinated? So the suit, I guess, could have predicted, or he's been watching him this whole time while he's at the plants. So I guess it's like programmed to predict where he'll be and at what point. So maybe that's why he was able to catch him. I will say though, with the Sarah thing, she did take a little bit to break the kiss. She didn't back up, and she didn't break the kiss right away either. So I feel like she has a thing for him. But then she kind of was like, crap, wait, no, boyfriend, this is wrong. Okay, I don't know if he knows he's Clark. He knows he's Kal-El. I mentioned, he did mention, like, when, his whole life he's trying to prove his worth. But I don't know if that just means since the arrival of Superman. I don't know. Probably find out. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm wondering if he's helping. No, there's the thing with Morgan Edge, like why he's so interested in the farms. He bought the planet too. So why Kent? Why Clark? I guess, I mean, he's probably bought it up to kind of dissuade anybody. Is that right? Is that a word? Anybody, to keep people from looking too deep into anything he's doing or whatever, any kind of schemes he's cooking up. I don't think that's the same actor that played Morgan Edge in Supergirl. It doesn't look like it. Anyway. One second, I'm trying to magnify, enhance. I don't think that's the same actor. Huh. Well, yeah, I don't know what his plans are. Like, we don't, let's see. And Morgan Edge takes over Day of the Planet. Yeah, I don't know. He bought the planet up. He's buying the farms. He's got something to do with this whole bank situation. So we got two different issues we're dealing with. Possibly one? Maybe? I mean, I don't know. It just seems it seems interesting that there's these two issues we're dealing with. But I mean, real world, there's not just one issue that we're all dealing with. So maybe it's just, you know, there are just two separate issues going on. I'm surprised. I don't know if maybe they didn't. I would assume that they'd show it. That wouldn't be like Clark wouldn't tell Lois off camera that there was this, you know, what was responsible for the whole, you know, power plants going off, and that, you know, he was stabbed by kryptonite, and it was broken off into him, which that was terrifying. It's happened to him more often than in different iterations than it can count. I don't think Lana. I mean, Lana's not normally a bad person. I don't think she's supposed to be. She doesn't seem aware of any hinkiness going on. She isn't aware that Morgan Edge bought the bank. So yeah, I was kind of curious. But wasn't Jordan the one that threw the football at the tire swing and the rope broke? Like he hit the rope and it broke? Maybe he has a limited amount of his powers. But yeah, I was wondering it was gonna be Jordan that had the powers, considering they were focusing on the fact that Jonathan had the abilities, or might have the abilities, considering how he was a freshman and made the varsity. He made quarterback varsity as a freshman. So I get their speculation, suspicion of him having abilities. Jordan hadn't really shown any kind of physical feats or or shooting lasers from his eyes. But again, that might be one of the things that's kind of caused, or at least enforced his anxiety, his social anxiety. You know, feeling alone or out of place. You know, the fact that part of him is alien. I don't know. And yeah, it is manifesting differently, but he's also part Kryptonian, not full. So that's. I'm wondering if he's gonna have he has the strength and he has durability. Ish. Does it come in spurts? Because I mean, he took that punch and I think he felt it. It looked like he was bleeding. Took those kicks a lot. And the kid, none of them, you know, hurt their hands or foot or anything when they were beating on him. It's interesting. It's the invulnerability, or the durability, at least, that comes in waves, or when in need, at least for the time being. That'd be interesting though if he has to focus on it to be highly durable. I do hope that Jonathan. I mean, I would understand why. Like if he becomes jealous of Jordan, the fact that he has these abilities and he doesn't, because he did seem a little bummed that he didn't have abilities. Whenever Jordan was saying that he was apologizing for having abilities, which is not his fault. It probably would if that does happen. Like if there's like a fight that comes from that, it probably wouldn't happen right away. It might happen next episode, but it might be something that builds up as well. So I mean that's kind of difficult when you find out one, your father is Superman and your twin brother gets the abilities but you don't. But then again, he might have some latent abilities himself, because I mean, again, he broke that rope when he didn't hit the tire. He hit the rope with the football. It's a small football. The little kid, it didn't seem afraid. He has to have some kind of abilities there. And he might not have again, because you know, he's also part Kryptonian, so maybe he just has the strength, but not as like maybe that comes in waves as well. Maybe that's not constant, at least currently. I don't know. I don't know. Because, I mean, I feel like Kryptonian DNA isn't latent or a super recessive. It has to be. It has to be a. What's the other freaking term? Dominant. That's pretty dominant. But maybe not. I don't know. I'm not an expert on genes. Of course, Lex freaking learned Kryptonian. Stupid geniuses. Oh boy. Okay. I think. Well, I think that's about it. I'm super into this already. I can't wait till next week. Although next week's gonna be rough because I have this and the Flash coming back. Or yeah, that's oh god. But yeah, I'm a little worried about the whole Sarah and all that getting out just for her and Jordan's sake. Because the one, I mean, that's gonna be rough for her if that gets out. And I don't think he'd be responsible, but she might think he would be. Or maybe he accidentally lets it slip, like they have maybe an argument, and he says that he mentions something like that about it in the heat of the moment. But yeah, there's the whole mystery with the Morgan Edge going on. I'm not sure what his whole deal is, what his plan is. Like he's bought up the planet, and that's probably to, just to keep tabs on anybody investigating him, and to try to take those people out of the running. He's buying up the farms. So yeah, I'm not really sure about that. And then there's of course the Lex thing, which is very big. From another Earth. He's got a ship, so I'm assuming that's he took Clark's. Because it seems kind of like almost like the ship from Man of Steel, like the like that their version of the Fortress, maybe. Because they called him Captain Luthor. I mean, I'm assuming he just programmed it, like maybe he reprogrammed somehow the Fortress, but maybe it's not the Fortress. Maybe it's just his ship. And it's really I kind of see like that's supposed to be his his Lex suit. It looks pretty cool. I didn't recognize it because I'm not used to it being green and purple. Yeah, this show started off with quite a bang, and I'm here for it. For now, though, guys, that is it for this week's episode for the series premiere of Superman and Lois. Can't wait for the next one. If you want to stick around for that, go ahead and click the subscribe button to stick around. And if you want to see any of our catch-up stuff, go ahead and check out our Patreon, where we have hopefully more shows going up soon. In that we're working hard, guys, but my computer's super slow, so bear with me.